This is Brian Smith. He is CEO of Fighter Energy. Hey, Brian.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Danielle. Thanks for having me.
You are just as cute as can be.
Well,
that's a whole other story. We'll get into that in just a second. But let's talk about this. You were in the Navy.
Yes.
And as I could imagine, it probably was so difficult being able to get enough sleep and get all the rest you need. Where did Fighter Energy come from?
Well, the thing was, I actually had the great honor of working with some of the finest people I've ever met in my life, actually. Some of the hardest working people and some of the bravest people. And that was on the USS Simpson, which is actually home ported here in Jacksonville, Florida. And yes, Jacksonville, Florida, sunny Jacksonville. But really the idea came from, while we're on these deployments and I'm serving with my shipmates, and, when things just seemed impossible and when things, were going the worst that they could, you know what, there was this, there was something behind it. There was a spirit, there was a camaraderie, and that really just inspired me to say, you know what, why can't I build that in a company that kind of covers all the things that I need in a drink?
Well, you as a fighter. I think that's absolutely terrific. This man has some crazy stories, from a 6-foot turtle to busting drug runners in the middle of the Atlantic on Christmas Day.
Well, there's been some interesting times, that's for sure. I think the missions, basically, what happens is these guys are taking basically a Miami-style fast boat, and they're sinking it below the water, which little do they know, that actually puts them in my territory as a sonar technician. While I'm out there, usually this type of thing happens at 2:30 in the morning after I've been on a 12-hour watch, right? So we're going about 30 knots, it's hitting 10-foot waves, and I'm thinking, well, for one, we're gonna get these guys, and for two, I'm like, I'm so tired.
Yeah.
Like, what? And ultimately, I said, what would be the best product, the most efficient product to use that I could bring with me wherever, and that's where the idea of Fighter came for.
Talk to me a little bit more about Fighter Energy. What's in it, what's great about it, and why should we all use it?
Well, the amazing thing about Fighter is that it's an effervescent tablet, and you can take it and you just throw it right in your water. And once you've thrown it in your water, it starts to effervesce, which is basically the process that occurs between the acid and the base and the actual components, and it separates the ingredients. What does that mean for you? That means if you're going to the gym, you have a bottle of water, you can just throw it in your bottle of water. You can snap it in half if you want less energy. You can put in 20 ounces of water if you want a bigger boost. Or you can put in orange juice, you can put in cranberry juice, whatever you want to do. So it's very versatile, it's very quick, it's very efficient. And that's the greatest thing about it, is like for me on a deployment, I can put one box of my energy drinks in my rack, and that's gonna last me for a 7-month deployment, whereas I try to stack a couple other energy drinks and I got about a half a week in me. So.
Yeah. No, I think that's wonderful. I think that you are such an inspiration, having been in the Navy, and now you're an entrepreneur. And I know even more so than that, you've got a lot of exciting things coming up with the Fighter Energy brand. Tell me about that, Brian.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be actually launching a new product next year, which is going to be very exciting. And then we're going to be retooling everything and launching a company to where, whatever you need in a supplement, that's what we want to provide. And we want to provide it in the most efficient and healthy way that we can. So for instance, with our drink, it's got no sugar, it's got 5 calories, it's a much lower level of caffeine. So it gets you what you actually need in the drink when you need it, instead of just, okay, well, let me drink a large can of whatever.
Do you know what I like about what you said? As a man, whatever you need, we are going to be able to provide.
Absolutely. And to expand on that, that's the philosophy of our company, is that, you know what, I have a product, and if it doesn't fit every need that you want it to fit, then if you have any problems with it, you shoot me an email and I'll send you the money back myself.
Another great thing we like about men, that money back guarantee. If we are not satisfied, we get our money back. Well, you know what? You are so cute, delightful, great product. Thank you so much for coming by and sharing. Pleasure
well, thank you.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
And for more information on Fighter Energy, all the wonderful things they have coming up, simply go to the website, FighterEnergy.com.